Namaste, I'm Dr. Mahesh Sharma. I'm working as an assistant professor in Department of Kaya Chikitsa, SDM Institute of Ayurveda and Hospital, Bengaluru from the state of Karnataka. Hereby, I'm introducing or presenting you a healthy, tasty, as well as a very good recipe which is patya for various skin disorders. The pradhana ingredient is going to be Rajakoshataki, and I'm going to prepare Rajakoshataki Mudga Kritayosha, or a dal which is processed and prepared out of moong dal as well as rejgad. We all know that Rajakoshataki is a Kushtahara, it is a Tridoshahara, as well as it is Tikta Rasa, and it is good for skin disorders. Acharya Charaka has included Koshataki under the context of Vamanopaga, or he has also included this as one of the Phala Vargas. And Acharya Sushruta has included this as Ubhayato Bhagahara, it removes the toxins from the body, and Acharya Bhava Prakasha has included this under a context of vegetable or Shakhavarga. So, using this Rajakoshataki as well as Mudga, which is a Nitya Sevaniya Ahara, rich in protein and good for skin disorders and skin health, I am going to prepare a healthy, tasty, economical recipe called as Rejgad Dal or Rajakoshataki Mudga Kritayosha. So let us have a quick view on the prime ingredients required for this recipe. The main ingredient is Koshataki or Rejgad. I have taken 1 cup or a 1 long Rejgad. I have sliced or cut into small pieces. 1 cup of moong dal which I have taken here, and grita or ghee. It is a desi ghee which I have taken for seasoning, and 1 patta or 1 curry leaves, which is also a kushtahara, 1 small inch of shunthi or ginger which I have chopped into small pieces, and sarshapa or mustard seeds for seasoning, and cumin seeds around half a spoon, hing which is 1/4 spoon, and main ingredient for katurasa, that is peppercorns which have powdered, crushed into powder, haridra or haldi which I have taken around half a spoon, and coriander leaves which is also kushtahara and pitta shamaka, a small spoon of or bunch of coriander leaves. And I have taken here Saindava Lavana. Saindava Lavana is Tridoshahara and it is also good for health. And water, I have taken around 4 glasses of water to prepare the dal. So let us now start preparing the recipe. Now for this moong dal, I have added I have washed thoroughly and I have added 4 glasses of water and I have kept for boiling. To this I am going to add salt, Saindava Lavana according to the taste, and a slight, just half a spoon of ghee I am adding here. This is to make the ghee make the dal very soft and smushy. So it will cook well, and it will also remove the toxins whichever is present inside the dal or the water or whatever the recipe we are using, and a small amount of turmeric or haldi I am going to add. So this is Krimihara, Kushtahara as well as Vishahara. So we'll add this and close the lid and boil it for 3 to 4 whistles so that the dal gets boiled well and it gets smashed well. So the dal is cooked well. You can see it's cooked well. I'm going to smash this dal perfectly so that it blends very easily and the dal consistency would be very good to have. So this is ready now. This should be the consistency of the dal. Now we are going to start the second process. So I've taken a pan, I've kept it for heat. Now I'm going to add around 1 spoon of desi ghee. I'll add mustard seeds or sarshapa. Yes, once the mustard starts spluttering, You can add ginger and curry leaves. Just fry this. Ginger is an optional. You can add ginger even while cooking the dal also, or you can fry it in the ghee. It also gives you a unique flavor and taste. Then add jeera, slight hing, fry it in the low flame so that this ingredients doesn't get burnt out. Once it changes into brown color and the aroma starts coming out, you can now at last add our rich gourd. There is a unique aroma coming out while frying this rich gourd. Fry it in the low flame. Add very minimum amount of salt because we have already added a little bit of salt to the dal when we are cooking dal. Add very small amount of haldi to this because we have already added haldi for the dal when cooking. You can see that slices of rich gourd are turning out to be very soft. You can close the lid and cook it for a while. You can see now the rich gourd has become little soft. It is a vegetable which has water content, so you need not pour water for this. So it becomes more soft and smushy when you are frying it with a little amount of ghee. And I'm going to close the lid and cook it for a while. So let us open and see. Yes, almost the vegetable has cooked well. It is bit soft. If it is not cooked well, you can also add a little bit of water. You can just sprinkle a little amount of water and cook it. And if this rich gourd is fried in this way, it will be more crunchy. If you boil it with the dal, it becomes more smashy and more softer. So I would prefer frying this in a ghee with all the spices. Will make the recipe more tastier and crunchier also. So almost the vegetable is boiled. Now I'm going to add the cooked dal. Looking to the consistency, you can also add a little bit of water. I'm going to add a slight of water because it has to boil. It has to come up with one boil. So minimum amount of water and bring this for a boil. Once it starts boiling, you can add pepper powder or peppercorns. You may add water according to your wish and bring it to the required consistency. Now this is started boiling, so I'm going to add pepper powder. This is for the spices. So you can add according to the taste. I have added here around half a spoon of pepper. This will give you a unique flavor and taste. And finally, coriander leaves, which will retain the freshness of the recipe and also purifies the food whatever we are consuming. So our rich gourd dal is ready now. Koshataki or rich gourd is of two varieties. One is the Rajakoshataki, or the second one is a wide variety. Rajakoshataki is the one which we are generally using as a vegetable. This is having a tikta rasa, and always tikta rasa is good for Kushta. And it is also having a property of Tridoshahara, and we all know that Kushta is being resulted out because of all the Tridoshas. Apart from that, it is also having an antioxidants which is going to remove the toxins out of the body and also conserve the health of every tissues. Second thing, it is Moong Dal. We all know that it is the best among the Shimbhi Dhanya or Shimbhi Varga. And Ayurveda propagates Mudga to be as Nitya Sevaniya Aharas. Almost all the skin disorders, we generally say Mudga to be as a Patya, and Mudga Yusha is being included. It is also has a source of proteins, not only proteins, vitamins, flavonoids, organic acids, calcium, iron, magnesium and potassium. It is also having a unique feature of detoxifying specifically the toxins present in the skin. It soothes the skin, and it is also having a healing property. Therefore, whatever the skin lesions we have, that is going to heal the skin lesions. It is said to be as best Pitta Shamaka, and we all know that Pitta and Rakta are the Pradhana Dushti in the Kushta. So therefore, this Shimbhi Dhanya Mudga becomes an healthy dal which is going to decrease the symptoms, and it also possesses or enhances the quality of the skin. Apart from this, all the rest of the ingredients which we are using in this recipe, like Haridra, which is antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, as well as it is also having Krimihara properties, and it is also conserving the healthiness of the tissues. So therefore, Haridra becomes a wonderful remedy. Shunthi and Maricha, as well as Saindhava Lavana. This is going to do Deepana and Pachana. It is Ruchikaraka. It is going to do the Agni Deepti, because Agni Dushti or Agni Mandya is said to be as a Nidana for the entire pathology of the Kushta. So once the metabolism is increased by having this pepper, shunthi or aridra and Saindhava Lavana or even Jiraka, this is going to do the Agni Deepana, Deepana and Pachaka, Ruchikaraka, and also it removes all the toxins from the body and Amahara. This is also going to enhance the quality of the tissues, and it also does the Anulomana. Thereby the entire Agni and Vata Dushti is been tackled out by all these recipes. At the last, we are also using Sarshapa. So Sarshapa is very good Krimihara and Vishahara. It is going to take out the toxins outside the body. And finally, the ghee, which we are using in a very simple quantity or a small quantity for the processing or for seasoning. We all know that it is having Pitta Shamaka Guna, it is Rasayana, and it also does the soothing of the skin lesions, and it also is good for the skin health. So in this way, the dal which has been prepared out of all these ingredients is going to act exactly doing the Samprapti Vigatana of the Kushta. Thereby it is going to decrease the symptoms, it soothes, decreases the kandu, it also enhances the health of the skin. Apart from that, it is also a very ruchikaraka, healthy, economical, tasty, simple recipe which you can use in your daily food. So, Koshataki Mudga Krita Yosha is ready. This is a very simple recipe. All the ingredients are easily available. Anybody can prepare this recipe. So you can serve this dal with rice or with hot chapatis. So this Koshataki Krita Yosha would be Tridoshahara, Kushtahara, Vachya, and also it does the Rakta Shuddhi, and it also gives a very soothing effect to the body, and it is Agni Deepaka. Thank you.